Good morning, Mrs. Dorothy, Mr. Quinn. My name is Zulema Ramirez, and I'm your OTA for today. Okay, I'm gonna be working with your husband. I know your goal is you had said that your goal is to have your husband dining in the main dining room again. Okay, now that we have the new wheelchair that was approved for your husband, how do you like it? Do you see any improvements? You like it? Okay. Well, let me show you what it's a good way for him to be sitting and what we need to be looking at. I know you're very supportive and you come here very often to um, read to him and show pictures of your grandkids. That's awesome. With his diagnosis, we need to make sure that he tries to, retrain that mind. Okay, by either pictures, happy memories, even songs. The key is to do repetition and be constant. Okay, so for this one, I need to show you is how to position him correctly. Okay, so his hands always needs to be inside. Okay, we need to make sure that they're not hanging out, so they're not tapping with the wheels. Okay, then his knees are at a 90-degree angle, so basically just at a complete full angle. Okay, and his feet are resting on the footrest. Okay, we want to have his back as straight as possible. I know he has a kyphosis, so we can't really force his neck to be straight, but we're gonna attempt for it to be the best comfortable position for him in his case. Okay, Ms. Dorita? So what I need you to do, how you doing, Mr. Quinn? Good. Good, okay. I'm gonna need you to lean forward to me, and then I'm gonna reposition you by sitting you back, okay? So can you go ahead and sit back for me? Here goes. Okay, so this wheelchair is very, very good for him. Like I said, we're gonna go ahead and put his knees at a 90-degree angle. His arms are gonna be here, and this wheelchair has that it's that composure in the back that is gonna is perfectly for his back. It's gonna give him that back support. Okay, it's gonna release some of that pressure, and it will also have that cushion under his buttocks to help him with any possible sores or redness or anything like that, to prevent any of those contractures. That helps him to relieve the pressure. Okay, and then with his neck, we want him to, like I said, we can't push him so back, but if he's sitting like this as straight as possible, okay, you could always talk to him and ask him how he's feeling. And this is basically what we're looking for: hands in, knees bent at a 90-degree, and for his back to be completely against the back support of the wheelchair. Okay, do you have any questions, Ms. Dorothea? No. No? Okay. Thank you. Now I'm gonna go ahead and show you how he should be eating in the dining room. Okay? Okay, Mrs. Dorothea. I know your main goal is to have your husband back in the dining room. Okay, and what I'm here to teach you today with all this adaptive equipment, it's for him to be able, our main goal is for him to be able to go into the dining room. So we need to retrain his mind, okay, but it's through a lot of repetition and constancy to get him to that point again. Okay? So, Mr. Quinn, today we're gonna have spaghetti and meatballs, okay, one of your favorites. So can you try to reach for the fork, Mr. Quinn? Okay, so if your husband is not responding, we do a lot of hand-on-hand techniques. Okay, you're gonna basically, it's a lot about guiding him and putting his hand on the fork. Okay, bringing it to his visual. Okay, and then I know he has difficulty poking on the meatballs, so we're gonna train him to do that, and then bring it up to his mouth again. Okay, if for some reason he gets stuck or he doesn't know what to do, it's all about touching him, talking to him, and get him to retrain him again. I know you come a lot often, we're here a lot, so it's very important that we try to work on that every time you're here. Okay, and try to incorporate that, because that's the only way we're going to get him to get to his goal, to go ahead and do a lot of repetition through the same actions. Okay. So, can you get another meatball, Mr. Quinn? See how he gets stuck? So it'll be touching up, put it down, pick it up, Mr. Quinn, pick it up, okay? Right now, your husband, it's understanding, basic commands, okay? So very simple basic commands. So let's try to keep it to the minimum, but to the point, so he could go ahead and get functional again. Let's try for another one, Mr. Quinn. Get another meatball. Go ahead and find the meatball. It's right here. Poke it, and then bring it up to your mouth. Okay. Okay, and with this tools, the fork and the spoon, this is adaptive equipment. They have some grip handles, and this would help your husband to go ahead and get a better grasp of it, to be able to hold on to them better. This plate, okay, this little wall that it has here is called a plate guard. Okay, and this is for him just to have that support when he's getting the food, to have like a barrier to kind of support him, so he could scoop up the food into it. Okay, so let's go ahead and get another one, Mr. Quinn. Try to reach for another meatball. Okay, bring it up. Come on, Mr. Quinn, you could do it. Come on, good job. Good job. So what about if we try to get some soup, Mr. Quinn? Can you get the spoon? The spoon? Okay. I know he has difficulty at first, so until we put it on his hand. Okay, so with this one, see, with the plate guard will help him to scoop up the food like this and bring it up to him. Can you get another one, Mr. Quinn? Another one, you could do it, Mr. Quinn. And in the process, you could always talk to him and remind him just constant cues, through the verbal or tactile by touching him gently to keep moving and to go on to the next until, he's full. Okay, good job, Mr. Quinn. Now, are you thirsty? Would you like some water? Yes? Okay, put the spoon down. Here you go. Can you reach over for the water? Do you know where the water is, Mr. Quinn? Okay, so make sure this is the water. And this special kind of cup is gonna help him to get all the liquids in there. Okay, I know he doesn't like to use the straw very much, so this is why it has that funny cut in there, because it's gonna help him when he's pouring it down, he's gonna get everything. Here you go, good job, Mr. Quinn. Are you done? Go ahead and put it down. Go ahead and put it down. Okay, now try to reach for the fork again, Mr. Quinn. Okay. Okay, go ahead and get the another meatball, Mr. Quinn. Okay, bring it up. All right, you're almost done. And let's take one more sip of water. Get it? It's right here. Just a lot of repetition to get them. And these utensils are going to be great. It's going to get us up to the goal of him, eating, self-feeding. I'll make sure that I'll talk to his nurse and I'll leave a note on his chart so he could go ahead and have it there, and it could be a constant use to him. I know you come here very often and you try to make it to all his appointments and stuff. So if we could just make sure we're all on the same pace to get him through that, we need to be very constant, a lot of repetition, and all this different type of equipment is going to help him to do that. Do you have any questions? No? Okay, how do you feel, Mr. Quinn?
Good.
You're full?
Yes.
Okay, so like I said, we gotta make sure the positioning is correct. Okay, we gotta work on his positioning, and with all of this, it's gonna help him to get to it, okay? Well, see you next time, Mr. Quinn.
Thank you.
Thank you.